Welcome back, my sweets and sours, and it's Char Cherry Baby. Feeling a little sour today, um, and feeling a little ghostly. If you have ghosts, you have everything. Yeah. So, I don't normally do videos like this. I don't start drama, and I'm not gonna say I end drama. No. So, back around Christmas time, there was this Kick streamer named Dahlee, Delilah, Dollface. Anyways, and I've been supportive of her on Twitter for a few years, and here and there I'd be like, oh, like her stuff, whatever. And she used to be like a huge girl, uh, and I'm not fat shaming. I'll get to that in a little bit. And now she's like super thin. So people used to make fun of her about her weight, and I'll get into that a little bit. I noticed a lot of times her attitude to other people, other streamers on Twitter, she was constantly getting in fights. And first I'm like, oh, these people are calling her ugly names, and I'm like, that's terrible, man. That is horrible. I'm like, why are they like this? And I was supporting her, and I'm like, you shouldn't be like that to her, Then I noticed a pattern. It continued to happen to other people. Then I'm like, maybe it's not them, it's her. I'm like, all right. A while back, I made a comment about her TikToks, because she's like, oh, I finally made it to like 10,000 or on my TikTok and stuff like that. And I go through the videos, and all the videos are like clips from shows. And I'm like, you're gonna get like a copyright for that. Like, come on. Like, you're not really performing entertainment wise. It's not you. You're not putting content out there. You didn't make the content. You're stealing content, essentially, from shows, uploading it, and you're not really making commentary on it. So, yeah. Anyways, I made a comment out there, and I met Luna, VTuber, and she's like, oh my gosh, she private messaged me. She's like, oh my gosh, I felt the same thing but about her content on TikTok, and I was just trying to help her out, but I wasn't brave enough to say it. And I'm like, okay, well, I did, and it got ignored. So then you go back to that, and I'm just like suggesting how to help her out, Dahlia. And then another incident pops up, and she said something to Luna about posting this video reaction to what's that stupid show? Lazy Town. And it connected to this other streamer who was saying like racist, homophobic shit. And he said it made a bad impression. Anyways, really bad for the community. So Luna was saying like, oh, well, you shouldn't be supporting this person, and Dahlia keeps posting his stuff, which is obviously supporting him. And she got mad at Luna, started calling her names, and like whale and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, you can't be calling people names like that in response. She's just telling you what's up. So Dahlia post a video come back saying, oh, it's all because I like Lazy Town. And I'm just like, that's not the reason why. And then she starts going through her profile pictures and stuff and posting my stuff, Luna's stuff, Goblin stuff, and then there's another person there. I forgot their name at the top of my head. And like, oh, look at these people coming at me and like trying to name call me and put me down and stuff and saying I'm this and that and that. And then she just keeps going and going and going. And she calls Luna a whale, and then there's people whale and then calling me a whale. And then like, so like I blocked her, and then she created another account, a secondary account, which she says it's her sister, but it's not her sister. And she was saying like super like racist and homophobic stuff, and transphobic stuff, and then to everyone. And it was a definitely new account because it was like 3 followers. It was like just appeared and it said created like in the past couple of days. Because she didn't want to get her main account banned. And so we all reported it, and it ended up getting banned, thankfully. But when it's a troll account and it's a account that you just create to be thrown away, that's not really a big achievement at all. If anything, that's just like a whatever. So people usually create new accounts. And then like, so I looked at her Kick. She streams on Twitch, not very successfully, by the way. I'm not bashing her on that, her numbers. But her numbers on Kick seem like highly inflated because her chatters, there's not that many chatters in there. So she had like 100 viewers, and I think she's view botting. So, and there'd be like 5 people talking, right? And I wasn't gonna start stuff in her chat. I'm like, not gonna say anything. She started playing like Will music in the background, and I started laughing. And then she's just like talking trash her entire stream, dude. Well, I didn't watch her entire stream because then that I'd count as a viewer. I was only there for like 2 minutes. This is what I've heard, that she was the whole stream. I came in for 2 minutes and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And so I bounced out of there. And then Luna said something about her Dahlee as being a bad mom, which she's being a bad mom because she's spending most of her time on the internet arguing with people and like making a bad example. And then she's like, you don't come for me as a mom, you don't talk shit about my kids and all this stuff. So then she started making like threats, which is crazy. Like she's like, if I see any one of you in at a con, it's on site, you know, blah blah, I'm gonna throw hands and all this stuff. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's crazy. Like, you are completely psycho, right? With that, psycho. Crazy. Like, dude, what the fuck? So anyways, she makes another account and starts okay, before we get into that, so we contact her sponsors because like we're like, okay, well, we should tell our sponsors, like, do you really want to sponsor her sponsors, or do you want to really sponsor this streamer because she's like saying all this shit and like being super negative? And they said they'll look into it, but I don't think they're going to anyways. And I look at the sponsors, and the sponsors aren't really big anyways. They're not like huge sponsors. They're like some sleep gummies, which I think they're like weed gummies, and then some other thing. Like they're really like trash sponsors. So I wouldn't be worried about that too much anyways. And so several of us contacted them, and it's kind of the same, mostly the same response. Oh, we'll look into it. And we sent the pictures and the text and stuff through Twitter. And she locked down her account, which I kind of figured, and using these other accounts to spam stuff like, oh, I'm a nice person, I'm really a nice person, you know, like trying to turn it around. Oh, and then to get before that, there's this other person. He's a complete douche. His name's Joker on Kick, and he apparently gets people to debate on fucking Kick or whatever on streams, and like to solve their differences. And I'm like, dude, like the guy is gonna be making money off these streamers that have a problem with each other and making them look like idiots on camera for everyone to see. And I'm like, I have a small community, and it's like, I'm not gonna get them involved with that, and I'm not gonna go into this thing and get harassed by her and her people and have this idiot that's dressed up like fucking Joker to get money off it. Like, I'm not, no, I denied it. And Luna and a couple others were asked to, and they said no. And he's like, well, the show's gonna go on anyways. And it's like, yeah, fuck you, dude. So we ignored that. So moving forward, it's now, you know, January or something, and I'm like, it's peaceful in the world, it's a new year, everything's good. So she has another account, and she was requoting everybody's stuff on well, especially goblins, and you can't see who's requoting it, but through another account we were able to see the privated account, and then on the banner, because you can't see the post on Twitter, but you can see the banner, it's her. It's literally her. It's like Dahlia Eats. It's like her secondary account or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? So like she was going through and like requoting everything. So who knows what she says? Like who cares? It's like grade school. But like I'm like, dude, like you peaked in high school. I'm like, let it go. Let it go. But yeah, so then she started doing the same shit to my stuff when we called her out and posted a thing, like requoting all my shit. And I'm like, all right, time to block that one. So I'm like, we're like two months in, and I'm like, well, she hasn't moved on. Like, move on. And I wasn't gonna make this video, and my buddy was like, no, just do it, just do it. And like the transphobic stuff, she's like, she looked at me. She's like, I don't know if you look old or young, and da 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 da. I'm just like, okay. And she's like, you look like a guy, but you look like a chick. I'm like, blah blah blah. You'll never be da da da. And then like, you know, started talking about her vagina and stuff, and I was like, dude, I don't want to hear about this. So then she, what was another thing? Oh yeah, she posted a picture of her ass, which by the way was really fucking disgusting, because it looked like she had a poop stain on it. And like, I forgot, it was Luna. Someone posted a picture of their ass, which is nice, by the way, next to her, and she's like, this is her ass. And then she was like talking about how like, she's like, you need to go to that gym, to everyone. It's like, bro. But like, when you look at her, like, I don't think like she's been working out. I think it's drugs. Like, you can see around her eyes, like they're like super dark around here, and she looks like super exhausted. And she'd probably say that's because her kids or whatever, but like, she's just an overall horrible person. I'm like, you know, like, let it go. Let it go, let it go. The cold didn't bother me anyways. I'm too old for that shit. Like, too old to be dealing with that. Like, I don't know. And I'm sure if she'll find this video somehow and like requote it or whatever and be like, oh, this person, oh, she's gonna talk mad shit about this. And I'm not even talking about like that bad up shit. Like, you know, it's just like, I'm trying to meet like nice people, and she's not nice. I mean, we found that out. So yeah, she also said stuff about how like she's like, you look like milk, which is like, if you look at it, it's a term for like white people, you know, like a gallon of milk, whatever, because she's like somewhere big, whatever. So yeah, it's like, okay, well, so that's racist. And then something about cottage cheese boobs. I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Stuff that comes out of her mouth is wild. And moving on from that. So like I said, like her calling people fat or huge and telling them to go to the gym and stuff like that is so wild from someone that used to be humongous and then like got skinny. Like, so like her heart is really messed up, like, because she wouldn't have liked that when she was huge, like, and then suddenly she became skinny, and then now you're doing that. I'm like, holy shit. So yeah, it's just a big crazy mess, like psycho. So that's how I met my first streamer stalker. So yeah, we're winning, I guess. We're famous now because we have an internet stalker, so go me. And if you like this video, comment down below or whatever. I normally do like Goosebump videos and Dead by Daylight videos and Apex videos and other things, and there's a few random stuff in between, but I don't like doing drama videos. I'm just explaining this, and I have nothing to apologize for. So But I forgive you. I forgive you, girl. I forgive you. I forgive you. Someday, maybe your heart will grow 3 times its size. This is Cherry Baby. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all later in the fog and on the battlefield.